Hello, my fellow agents. Are you tired of using the same build which everyone else is running around? You're mad because you want to use something different, but you can't think of anything different. Don't worry about it. See, that's why I'm here. I have a build that you might be interested at. You see, rifles received the buff recently, and nobody is using that. Everybody is using, well, we know what everybody else is using, so let's not talk about that and cause a debate. But yeah, I do have a rifle build for you all today. Now, when I said this word rifle, I'm pretty sure people who plays with the controller probably clicking off the video. Please don't, because I fixed the only issue a rifle possesses, which is the recoil. Yes, we have literally no recoil on rifle builds. And how did I do that? Well, let me show you. So let's go. So this is the build right now, as you can see. Now I do have another variant of this build, which is basically a talent swap for like a damage variant. I do have damage comparison at the end of the video. So if you want to check that right now, you can do that. There's timestamps given, so don't worry about that. Now for the specialization, I chose Gunner. The Gunner, not only because of the 10% armor on kill, but it also gives you a lot of other cool stuff. Something like if you stand still for a second, you get 10% weapon handling, which is really handy for this build. You also get, passive regeneration for your weapons like ammo, which is good. Now, every time you get a kill, you also get increased rate of fire. So that's really cool as well. You can use other specializations, something like sharpshooter, but honestly, Gunner is hard to beat here. Now, for the weapons, there's a lot of weapons out there for the semi-automatic rifle category. Something like LVOAC is there. You got SIG 716. You got, MDR. There's a lot of weapons out there. But something that caught my eye was the M1A CQB. Now, obviously, this is a weapon that you can craft, so you don't have to worry about farming the weapon. You can easily craft it if you have the resources for it. Now, apologies for my weapon because I don't have a guard roll here. Like it doesn't have maxed out stats. It's just I don't have enough resources, so sorry. But hey, that also tells you how strong the build and the weapon is, that I can do so much damage even without maxed out attributes and also no expertise. That's a good thing. Now, the weapon itself is really good because of the base damage is high. The RPM is also high. And you can actually fit the laser pointer in this from the technician specialization. So that's a cool thing. So if you want to pulse your target, there you go. You could use this. Now, for the talent, I chose Lucky Shot here because whenever you're in cover and you spam the weapon and you miss your shots, you basically don't lose any ammo at all. Like, you have unlimited ammo until you hit something. And when you do hit something, well, then you're doing a lot of damage. So that's a good thing. Now, you could use a damage talent here, something like, Boomerang or something. But to be honest, Lucky Shot is good. If you're starting out, you want to get the feel of the build, Lucky Shot would be your go-to choice here. It's good. Now, for the secondary weapon, I have a Scorpio. You could use any other weapon you want. It doesn't really matter. For the mods, by the way, for the weapon, I actually chose 2 crit chance mods here. You can see. And I have extra round and accuracy. Because I don't need much crit chance on the build. I have a lot of crit chance anyway. But if you're a new player, you might need that extra 5% crit chance. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, for the build itself, I have a Coyote Mask, which is honestly just gonna carry your crit chance and crit damage. So, that's why I said, if you don't have much crit chance, don't worry about it. Coyote will carry it. Like 45% to 50% would be nice for the build, and Coyote will do its job. Whether you're playing on a group or solo, Coyote is good. But hey, if you're playing solo, you can also use the Catharsis Mask if you have it, because you get, more damage from it and also the healing. So, good for survivability. And if you have a lot of crit chance and crit damage anyway, then, you might as well just use the Catharsis there. Now, for the holster, I went with the Picaro's holster, which gives us 15% weapon damage. And obviously, I have crit damage here. For the knee pads, obviously, it's going to be Fox's Prayer because, it's a rifle build. So we get 10% rifle damage. We also have damage to target out of cover. We got crit damage here and obviously weapon damage there. Now, for the gloves, I chose Sheshka here because of the 10% crit chance. And obviously, we have weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage. If you want more damage, you can actually use Contractor Gloves. That gives you 10% damage to, not 10%, sorry, 8% damage to armor. So you get that. Now, if you want more survivability, you can use the 511 gloves, which is, I believe, Death Grips. Yes, Death Grips. That's the name. Death Grips, you could use that. That gives you 10% armor on kill. So that will be really good, for survivability. Now, for the backpack, I chose the Bellstone backpack, which is a named one, by the way. You don't need the named one. You can use a normal one. But I'm using because I have it, obviously. So it's a Liquid Engineer, which gives you perfect Bloodsucker. Now, this is 12% bonus armor for 10 seconds, and it stacks up to 10 times. So that's 120% of bonus armor. So if you see me getting so much bonus armor, well, because of this, it's just the insane amount of bonus armor. If you're solo, yeah, you can use this and you'll have crazy amount of survivability because of this. Every time you get a kill, you're stacking the bonus armor. The cool thing about Bloodsucker, it remembers how much bonus armor you had. So that's good. Like if you take a lot of damage and your bonus armor is gone, and then you get a kill, it gives you back the bonus armor, the amount of bonus armor which you already had before, which is pretty good, honestly. So yeah, that. Now, if you want damage on the backpack, you can use Vigilance, obviously. Something like Unstoppable Force, Companion is a good talent. You got Composure there since you're staying in cover anyway, so that'll be good. Otherwise, if you just want survivability, Bloodsucker is your best friend. So yeah, that's pretty much the build. I kept the chest piece for the last because this is where all the magic is happening. We got the Grupo chest piece for crit damage, so nothing crazy there. But the talent we have is Brace. Whenever you're in cover, you get 45% of weapon handling. This is what you need, because the semi-automatic rifles, if you never used them before, well, they have crazy amount of recoils. Like the recoil on that is very, very bad. You don't hit anything at all with that. So when you use this talent, now your weapon basically becomes a laser beam. So sacrificing a damage talent on the chest piece is not a bad thing, because those weapons do have a lot of damage anyway. So why not we just make them super accurate so we can hit something and do the damage? I mean, sure, you could use something like a spotter or, obliterate. I don't think obliterate will work properly on a rifle, but, spotter definitely will. But yeah, Brace talent is honestly just going to carry the weapon's recoil. Like even if you play on a controller, you'll see that your weapon is just not moving at all. But without this, you'll see how much your weapon dances. I'll show you later on, don't worry about it. So that's the talent I'm using it. Technically with this build, I have no damage talent anywhere whatsoever, like chest piece, backpack, and also the weapon. But we still have really good damage. And if I show you my stats here, you can see I have 53% crit chance, 182% crit damage. You can also take a little bit of crit chance away and put it on crit damage if you want to, because, like I said, you have Coyote that will carry the crit chance. But I feel like this is really good. So that's pretty much the build. Now let me show you how much damage it actually does. All right, so we're here at the shooting range. I'm going to show you the damage in the build also by having a different backpack with a damage talent on it to see how much damage you can do. But before that, I want to show you the difference between having braced active and also when it's not active, like how it feels the weapon. So yeah, the same build, you can see weapon not optimized, and also we don't have expertise here. And as for the stats, you can see same stats there. So yeah, let me just show you how it feels like. So you can see without the brace right now, by just standing here, the weapon just dances like crazy. We're doing 1.2 million crits on the body though. That's on a weapon that is not optimized and no expertise. Now on the head, we're doing 1.5 million there. Okay, so yeah, you can see that the weapon is just pretty bad to kind of handle there. If I scope in, you can see the reticle just goes crazy. It's just dancing up and down like that. Now, if I stay in cover and get braced active, and look how stable the weapon just become now. You see that? That is good. Even if I zoom in, like look at that. Look at that. It's no longer doing this. That's just so good. And you can hit this weapon to like 60-meter range, which is crazy. So, we'd have 20 meters, so it doesn't really matter. Like, it's pretty good. It's very accurate right now, as you can see, on 20 meters as well. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Now, let me just change the backpack to a damage backpack right now. So I'm going to change this to another Bellstone piece with the Unstoppable Force on it. It's basically the same damage as Vigilance, which is 25% weapon damage. So I just need to activate Vigilance first. I need to get 5 kills. Let me just do that. Oh, I just realized I was standing because it started kicking. So yeah, there you go. I get 2 to 3 kills. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, wait, I'm standing again. So yeah, there we go. So we have the talent active, the damage talent. So we have 25% of weapon damage, and we're doing 1.5 million on the body now, which we were doing on the head with Bloodsucker. But with the Unstoppable Force active, which is 25% extra weapon damage, we're doing 1.5 million on the body. And on the head, we're doing 1.9 million. Now, remember, again, I have to remind this, weapons not optimized, no expertise. If you do that, I'm pretty sure you can hit, up to 2 million crits on the body. And that goes to the build when you have all red. So if you get all red, this is not an all red build. Like there's 2 blue cores there. So if you have all red, you can easily do 2 million plus crits on the body. That's for sure. That's guaranteed there. You can definitely do that. So it's a pretty good build. Try it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. There's no complex mechanic here, all you have to do is just stay in cover. Like you don't have to worry about any stacks. You don't have to worry about any buffs. Just find a cover and shoot. That's it. That's how simple it is. So yeah, do make it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.